we've all heard someone complain about Minecraft updates, that they're too lazy or they're adding some stuff that is useless. I'm part of the people like that, and I'm here today to announce to you that we are all wrong. I will explain why, because I saw it with my own eyes. And well, when you're wrong, you need to admit it in life. Hi, my name is Valman, and I'm trying to reach at least 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we reach it. If you can help with a like and subscribe or leave a comment, that will be appreciated. If so, we can continue on why this video I'm making it is just simply because I've noticed that complaining a lot about the Minecraft and the direction that they're taking with their updates and saying that they added a lot of useless stuff. Well, actually, I kind of had two proofs of the opposite, and it actually cooking and doing something good. So let me explain it to you. When is the last time you have used the spyglass? Because personally, when they added this, I simply cannot believe why they did it. I just said, why not just use, a mod for it? And it's completely useless for 99% of the people. No one's gonna never use it or gonna use it only once and forget about it. But I was wrong. And that's kind of awful. Lately, I've had a couple of friends that started playing Minecraft for the first time ever in 2025, which is kind of late, but hey, we are here to enjoy new players and new people in the community. And we did a little realm, we started playing, and after a couple of days, even a bit more than a week, they're finally ready to go into the nether. And I kid you not, out of 3 of them, 2 of them brought spyglasses. And I was questioning why. They simply said, oh, because we want to see further. We want to spot the nether fortress or the bastion from far away. And this is where it struck me. I did help them set up their game with the Iris, with the Sodium, and all of the mods and all of that. But they're not experts. They didn't even knew you could install mods to zoom or something like that. So the fact that they brought their spyglasses made them enjoy the fact that they can zoom and look far in the nether. Then I saw them really collaborate and do a big search on how to make the sticks with the fungus, just so they can ride the new animals on lava. And that was like the coolest thing they ever did. And for most of us, players are like, well, that's completely useless. I just have my elytras, I just can fly. So what's the point of using the point is new player find new ways to enjoy the game. And that kind of struck me. I might be actually jealous, because maybe discovering Minecraft right now for the first time ever will be actually nicer than when we did back in time. What the how a creeper spawned here? How? When? What? That's something that kind of annoys me. Every now and then Minecraft does update where those mob spawns, where they don't, and mob farm gets broken because light level are too high. Then you clear your base from torches, then they start spawning again. Cannot they just agree on something and not change it every 2 or 3 years? But maybe I'm just complaining. You see, I'm playing for the game for so long, I'm complaining for everything. That's an example of it. At least there's tools like complementary shaders that kind of gives you a way to rectify all of that. But why? I'll need to put torches. And I don't know if it's better before, because I see it as new player play. Before, it was like a torch every 4 or 5 blocks everywhere, so you're sure you have enough light. Well, that was the beginning. I also did it. I think every single player that started playing at some point was just spamming torches everywhere, so that's okay. But I don't know. I like some consistency over the years. The second thing that kind of made me laugh, or made me smile, is the redstone. For most of us, redstone is simply something that is useful for farms. For some people, it's something to make really complicated contraption that breaks the game so you can gain advantage. But for the people that I was playing, there was a huge mission just simply because they wanted to make a clock with some sunlight detector. And I kid you not, simply having the option to have a sunlight detector and making a contraption that will ring a bell in the village was like this awesome achievement that took like a couple hours to make, and people were amazed with the result. So even if when we saw the daylight sensor being added, most people said, I'll never use it. And most people nowadays don't use it in their survival. Well, most people that are advanced don't use it. Well, for some people it's actually, you know, a whole night of gaming that's going to be dedicated to it and having fun. So with those two examples, what I'm trying to bring is simply that even if us as older player, you know, have played the game for many years, don't see the new update as useful as they could be, new player might find something, and this is might be, you know, the story that will make them stick to the game and play it for many years and remember, you know, this little night, because it was the night that they spent 3 hours in the nether just so they can build the sun light detector, so they can build the bell, so their villager go to sleep or whatever, you know, or wake up in the morning, whatever you want to see it. Well, that little story might be the reason someone sticks to the game and plays it for the next 3 or 4 years. And that's weird because, you know, it's not a major part, it's not a big thing, but it's actually way more meaningful than we see it. And I know us veteran players just want, you know, the beacon to be actually a bit more useful, made it cost a little more expensive but have more range, and make some stuff easier to use or, you know, easier to farm. We want to optimize the game, make it not easier in some sense, but most people, I'd say, even want it harder, because, you know, if you're been playing for a long time, well, the game kind of feels easy, especially when you have some good armor and you have some good stuff. Well, dying is not really something that is hard to avoid. So even if us players that are playing for a long time fully see the new updates as pointless, I kid you not, seeing my friends discovering those small things that I was not judging, but I was like surprised that it even was brought up, was actually so nice, because I saw that what Mojang was doing is actually good, because people enjoy it, and it might not be for me, might not be for you, but it might actually be for someone that you know and that will enjoy the game and enjoy it more than you. So might not be the game the problem, but how we play it. That's just my question. I think I've spoken enough. I do tend to talk a lot, so I'm trying to make the videos as short as possible so they're not a half an hour long. But I really want to thank all of you who took time in the last videos to leave a like, leave a comment, or simply, you know, subscribe to the videos, something like that. I don't know, I'm trying something on YouTube here. If it does work, well, we'll be all happy. If not, well, that's not the end of the world, but let's just hope it does. And if that's all, well, thank you for watching and see you really, really soon.